All right, folks, so today we're going to be talking about another really important concept here in geometry that we're going to use for the rest of the year, and that's this concept of parallel lines crossed by a transversal. So if you look at this first picture here, let's just put this name aside for a minute. If you look at this first picture, here I have a pair of parallel lines. Now it's not notated on there that they're parallel, so we can add that in, but for the rest of this document, you can just assume that those lines are parallel. So those are your parallel lines. This guy right here, this guy's called your transversal. It's basically a line that intersects other lines. Okay, that's what a transversal is. When that happens, a bunch of angles are formed. You can see 4 angles are formed up here and 4 angles are formed down here. And when that happens, we get 5 specific pairs of angles that are really important. And we need to know, you need to be able to recognize them with their name, and then you're also going to need to know their relationship. Now, the beauty is that with parallel lines crossed by a transversal, there are only 2 possible relationships. Either the angles are congruent or the angles are going to be supplementary. That's the only possible, those are the only possibilities. So this actually isn't too bad. So let's start right out. So we're going to talk about corresponding angles. So the word corresponding means in the same position. So we should probably note that. Same position. Okay, so that would be like this angle right here and this angle right here. Both of those angles are located sort of like in the upper right. So those angles would be your corresponding angles. And yes, those markings are correct there. It turns out that they are congruent. Another pair would be like this angle right here and this angle right here. Those would be our corresponding angles. So what do we know? We know that if 2 parallel lines are crossed by a transversal, then corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, now let's break down this sentence really quick before we go too much further. Note, this is a theorem, all right? And a theorem is something in geometry that's been proven. So notice that it starts with if 2 parallel lines are crossed by a transversal. This is important. If this line and this line are not parallel to each other, say we had this picture over here. All right, I'm going to draw this and then I'm probably going to erase it. Say we had this picture right here. Well, for sure, this line and this line are not parallel. You can tell that just by looking at it. But there would still be corresponding angles. There'd be a corresponding angle right here and right here. Those would be corresponding angles. The difference is because these are not parallel, then that means that these corresponding angles are not congruent. So this is required. If 2 parallel lines are crossed by a transversal, then corresponding angles are congruent. So that is our first pair we need to know. And the rest of them, the other 4, it's actually not that hard to find them because the name tells you where to look. So for example, this one here is alternate interior angles. Well, the word alternate means that one angle is going to be on one side of the transversal and the other angle is going to be on the other side of the transversal. That's what alternate means. Interior means we're inside the parallel lines. So what does that tell us? That tells us that like if I choose this angle right here, the other one has to be on the other side and also inside. So there would be your alternate interior angles. There would be another pair right here and right here. And if 2 parallel lines are crossed by a transversal, then alternate interior angles are, let's take a quick peek. Do these look like they're congruent or supplementary? Notice they're both acute. If they're both acute, can they be supplementary? No, so it must mean they are congruent. Okay, so parallel lines gives you alternate interior angles that are congruent. Remember, if the lines are not parallel, you still have alternate interior angles. It's just they're not congruent anymore. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I got to go to the next page. All right, let me make this big so you can see it. That looks pretty good. All right, how about alternate exterior angles? Well, again, the word alternate tells us that we're going to be one angle on one side of the transversal and one angle on the other side of the transversal. But now we're in the exterior, which means we're outside of the parallel lines. And so we have this guy right here and that guy right there. And yes, we do have another pair. There would be an alternate exterior angle here and here. That would make a pair. Now let's look at them. Turns out they're both obtuse in this case. If they're both obtuse, can they be supplementary? Nope. So if the lines are parallel, crossed by a transversal, then alternate exterior angles are congruent. Now, when you write this sentence on papers, any of these sentences, and you will write them on like your homework and your exit tickets and your tests, you have to include the entire part, even the part that I printed for you. I just printed it for you to save a little time, but you have to write this entire sentence because, again, I'll say it again. If the lines are not parallel, all bets are off. All bets are off. All exterior. I didn't write this very well. Let me fix that up. Okay, so this entire sentence is important, especially the part about parallel lines. All right, let's keep moving on. So if we're not alternate, then that must mean we're same side. So same side means that both angles are going to be on the same side of the transversal. So this one says same side, and we're in the interior. So if I'm talking about that, I'm talking about, like, say, this angle right here and this angle right here. Now notice I use different markings because notice one of them is acute and one of them is obtuse. That means they definitely cannot be congruent, must mean that they are supplementary. So if two parallel lines are crossed by a transversal, then same side interior angles are supplementary. Okay, and we only have one pair left, and I bet you could even figure it out on your own. So if you want to give it a shot, go ahead and pause this video and see if you can write it up, and then just check back afterwards. But we're talking about same side, so we're going to be on the same side of the transversal. And this side, we're exterior, so that's going to be outside the parallel lines. So if we're talking about that, we'd be talking about like this angle right here, for example, and this angle right here. There would be another pair on the other side, of course. And I didn't use congruence markings because notice one is obtuse, one is acute. Definitely can't be congruent, so they must be supplementary. So if two parallel lines are crossed by a transversal, then same side exterior angles are supplementary. And that is it. Now we can use this to do some algebra, to solve for some measures of some angles. And I've given you some practice to work on that. So go ahead and give that a shot, and then I'll see you for the next one.